This is a special episode, hopefully a weekly series in the future. I want to thank Cornelius. I want to apologize for my audio. I don't know what happened. I wasn't going to refilm it, but I still want to thank Cornelius for doing it, and thank you all for watching. Kingfatboy is out of here.
There can be only one.
I should know the guy's name, but I actually have no idea how to pronounce it.
Papa Pawanian. Papa Pawnian.
Okay, we're just gonna call him
Papa.
Papa. We're gonna call him Papa. Okay. When we get to the same point, we'll pause it and start. I'm at 27.
Okay.
24.
I'm still awaiting.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna pause it then. Sorry, my computer,
Okay, 27, 26.
I'm at 16 now.
Okay, we'll stop at 10.
Okay. Stopped at 10.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I paused at 10.
Okay. We're starting now.
I may be a second behind you.
Oh, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I totally agree with you on the color. Although I have to admit, sometimes I do that just on purpose, just to get people's reactions. But yeah, it is a grand battle on Nevilleberg, which is by far my first one, or my favorite one out of the two. It's kind of hard to really get a good look at the tanks. You just kind of have to kind of see as you go, unless you can master the silhouettes and kind of memorize what they all mean. But he is in a very, very good light tank. I don't know where he's looking. Oh, okay, he's in a good bush. Yep, good spots. The T-92 might have lit him. No. uh, well, there's multiple reasons. One is they're just not competent, which looking at the Samoa and the Prima Victoria, they're not. The T-92 is fairly competent. The other reason is that you're not sure who it is. You know, it's in a fairly aggressive position, so it could have been somebody who is just, going through the area and just passing through, as we're. It's not in a known TD location, so it's not likely to have a TD sitting on that tree. So there's multiple reasons. I probably would not have shot at it. I would have noted the tree falling down, but I would not have taken a shot. He carries too much heat for my liking. No, he hasn't. I was gonna point that out. The two things actually. One is that you see he's moving right as he fires. He's automatically assuming that he's getting lit. Oh, there you go. He just now got lit. He's automatically assuming that he's going to get lit, and so he moves out of that. He always has an escape route, and that's the second thing, the escape route. You notice that he was backing into that bush. He wasn't pulling forward and then trying to back out at what 15 kilometers an hour. You know, he's not trying to back out of that bush. He's already prepared to book it if need be, and that's a key attribute that distinguishes a good light tank from a bad light tank. In a light tank, sure. He's also a gold spammer, so that can kind of give away some things. I don't. Yeah, I know. I've gotten some flack for this, but I don't mind using gold if you need it. But when your first shell is gold, that means you don't know the tank well enough. I would have gotten into it if the T-44 had stayed on and they were kind of trying to brawl up on the ridge. I would have moved in. But the fact that the T-44 fell down, there was no longer a crossfire, and so by giving away my position, he could have loaded HE fairly quick, and you know. Yep. Well, I mean, he's got shots on him for sure. I mean, pushing in's not going to. Yeah, he was in a good position. He's got the high ground. He's in a spotting position. He's got the camo, you know, and he's already getting shots on the tank. Now, like I said, like if he was pushing up on that T-44 and he couldn't get shots, I probably would have moved, try to stay in the bushes, but I probably would have relocated to get shots and help out my teammate. But my teammate pushed, and that forced the TP to back down, and so I had shots where I was, and so I just took them. Yeah. The GW Tiger. It, possibly. I know it. Well, it is a slow tank. See there again. He's backing into his cover. He's already got his escape route. But yeah, maybe that. Oh, you see the artillery's watching now, so he was just setting up for an ambush. Maybe he already had shots where he was. But the other artillery backing out. I mean, it's always good to see artillery watching the mini map. It's always good to see that. But yeah, me personally, I would have taken the fight to the enemy, because almost at this point of the game, you can't really trust your teammates to do it for you. You know. Hmm. Yeah, I think he got it down to 34 hit points. One thing that I noticed is that the T-34 was firing at the base of the tree, and he had pulled back so he wasn't spotted. If he had not pulled back, well, first of all, he would have gotten spotted, but second of all, that T-34 would have known where he was and would have hit him, even if he. So always make use of the camo that you got. Make use of the concealment. and he is supporting his team fairly well. I mean, yeah, you mentioned the spotting damage. He's got 2100 right now. I mean, that's for a light tank. That's at any tier. That's pretty good. Maybe not tier 10, but you know that's still decent. Um, yeah, I would have taken a bit more aggressive risks at this late in the game. I would have been a little bit more aggressive because can't really, at least me personally, I can't rely on my team. But I can see from XVM right now that this is on the European server, so maybe it's a little bit different. Hmm. Yeah. He's definitely gonna focus out these two one shots right here. The big problem is that there's still 3 artillery and there's a full health Tiger 2 on cap. There's also, what is that, an AT? No, is that an AT-15? No, that's an RHM. Yeah, this is going for Calibanos right now. And he can potentially get 13 kills, which is almost a Resignize hero medal. Although I'm not sure if you can get that in grand battles. I think it has to be standard battles. Yeah, well, he's using the terrain right here, and using the concealment. You can see him. He's double bushed right here, and he's just gonna get. He should. Yeah. Well, that is a stock Tiger 2. Oh, now the Tiger 2 knows where he is. Nope. Oh, goodness. It's those moments in World of Tanks that just make you smile. Yeah. Assuming he's not spotted, which he hasn't, the Lorraine, the French artillery in the other team has, and so there's that. But he has to be careful. If that RHM is packing the 150 millimeter, he could shave off, well, on average, 750 damage off hit points off of his tank, which could be a real problem, especially if any of these artillery, minus the Tiger that just died, minus this one, if any of them were waiting in ambush for him. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, good track right there on the Tiger. Way to immobilize him. That's one thing that you can work on, is on those reflexes. Try to always. Yeah, that's why I have my repair kit, the hotkey at 5, because tracks is also 5. So you just double tap 5 and your tracks are up. My fire extinguisher is 4 because that's the closest key, and that's usually the most crucial. If your tank's on fire, you need to stop that first. So I always have that as the closest key. And then crew members, it's not like War Thunder where like you're immobilized if your driver's dead. So, oh, poor artillery. I have started using automatic just because I get so many misclicks. You know, oh, it's ridiculous. Um, well, if he's not, I think I prefer the 128. Where the heck is this? Oh, there he is. Wow. Yep, that's the 128. That's 128. That was a pretty impressive game.
Any final thoughts there, Cornelius?
Well, I'll give you a thumbs down for the gold spamming. I'll give you a kind of a halfway for the about mid game. Early game, late game, I totally agree with. Mid game, me personally, I probably would have been taking the fight to them because of the mobility, the rate of fire that I have. I would have taken it to them, and then everything else A plus. I mean, he really did well. Used concealment exceptionally well. Always had that escape plan. Um, except for that gold spamming, I'd have to say A plus. Yeah, take it easy, guys.